You drop carbs for 2 days and the scale freefalls. Your breath turns chemical. The urine strip goes dark purple, like you won. And somehow you feel worse. Sluggish, headache, weird mood, no appetite, but also random cravings that make no sense. That contradiction is the trap. A few loud signals can scream keto, while your body is still clumsy at using fat for fuel. Real ketosis feels steadier than that, not like you are white-knuckling through a crash. Moving to slide 2. Ketosis is not a vibe, it is a fuel setup. Your liver is making ketones because insulin is low for most of the day, and your body is leaning on fat more than carbs. In that state, blood beta-hydroxybutyrate rises, but your blood glucose does not need to tank. For you, the actionable check is consistency. Long gaps of low insulin come from keeping carbs low, keeping protein reasonable, and not grazing all day. If you slam keto foods but snack constantly, insulin pulses keep you in the messy middle. When ketosis is actually established, energy is more even, hunger is calmer, and workouts stop feeling like you are dragging a sled. That steadiness is what you are chasing, not dramatic early signals. Moving to slide 3. The first big drop on keto is often water, not body fat. Glycogen stores hold water, and when carbs fall, glycogen drains and water dumps with it. The scale rewards you fast, then slows down, and that is normal. Do not slash calories harder just because the early drop stopped. Instead, raise salt and fluids so you do not confuse dehydration with keto flu. Moving to slide 4. That weird breath can also fool you. Acetone can leave through your breath, so fasting or MCT oil can make it stronger, even when fat loss is not happening faster. Mouth dryness and breath hygiene can amplify the smell too. Treat keto breath as a side signal, not proof. Your body can be making ketones and still be bad at using them. Moving to slide 5. Urine strips are the biggest liar in the room. They mostly measure ketones you are wasting, not ketones you are using. Early on, you spill more into urine, so the strip looks impressive. As you adapt, your body holds and burns ketones better, and the strip gets lighter, even if you are doing everything right. Hydration changes the color too. Drink more water, the strip fades. Get a little dehydrated, it looks better. If you want a useful metric, use how you feel, your hunger, and your trend over weeks, or use a blood BHB meter occasionally. Chasing purple strips is how people stay stuck in confusion. Moving to slide 6. A lot of what people call the keto flu is really electrolyte drag. When you drop carbs, you dump water, and with it sodium. Low sodium can feel like headache, fatigue, and dizziness. Magnesium can change sleep quality. Potassium swings can show up as cramps or heart flutters. None of that proves you are in ketosis. Most of it is fixable in one day with the right salt, fluids, and minerals. Feeling better is often just getting fed, not just getting ketones. Moving to slide 7. The appetite drop is another place people get fooled. Yes, ketones can blunt hunger for some people, especially after a few days. But you can get the same effect from other things and think it is keto working. Protein is a big one. If your meal suddenly got higher in protein, you may feel full faster and stay full longer, even if your carbs are not actually low enough. Then there is stress. High stress can shut down appetite short term, then rebound later with cravings. Caffeine does a similar trick. It can suppress hunger, then you crash and overeat at night. So do this. Track what you actually eat for 3 days. Weigh or measure, at least roughly. Write down protein grams, carbs, and total calories. Also note caffeine timing and your stress level that day. If your hunger is low but your intake is also accidentally low, that is not a magic metabolism change, it is just undereating. Real control looks like you can hit your target intake calmly, not like you forgot to eat because your nervous system was revved. Moving to slide 8. Energy can fake you out too. Early on, you might feel wired and sharp, but that can be adrenaline, not fat adaptation. When you change your diet, your body can push stress hormones up to keep blood glucose stable. Cortisol can raise glucose, which can make you feel temporarily on, even if you are not truly stable yet. Sleep debt makes this worse. If you are running on poor sleep, You can get a second wind that feels like momentum. Then you hit a wall a day or two later. The gym can add to the illusion. A hard workout gives you a buzz and improved mood, but that does not mean your day-to-day energy is steady. What you want is boring energy. Look for 3 to 5 consecutive days where you wake up decent, your afternoon is not a crash, and your mood is not swinging. Track sleep, resting heart rate if you have it, and the time you need caffeine. Steady days are the sign your system is settling, not the spike. Moving to slide 9. If you think you are doing everything right, the most common issue is hidden carbs. Sauces and dressings are the classic trap. A couple tablespoons of sweetened ketchup, teriyaki, barbecue sauce, or light dressing can quietly add 10 to 20 grams of carbs. Measure them for a week and check labels. Nuts are another one. They are easy to overeat, and the carbs add up fast, especially cashews and pistachios. Portion them into a bowl, not the bag. Keto bars and treats can also ambush you. Sugar alcohols affect people differently, and some products still use real sugar, honey, or syrups. If you are stalled, remove them for 7 days. Alcohol matters too. Your body prioritizes clearing alcohol, which can pause fat use for hours, and it often leads to late-night snacking. Finally, weekends. 2 higher-carb meals can wipe out 5 perfect weekdays. Consistency is what makes ketosis predictable. Moving to slide 10. Protein is the last sneaky lever. Too low and you feel weak, hungry, and miserable. Too high, especially from very lean meats in big portions, and your liver can make more glucose, which can reduce ketone levels for some people. Pick a consistent daily protein target, hit it most days, and stop guessing. If you want to adjust, do it with measurements, not vibes. When protein is steady, it gets a lot easier to confirm what is really happening. Moving to slide 11. If you want the cleanest confirmation that you are in ketosis, blood beta-hydroxybutyrate, or BHB, is the gold standard. It is the ketone your body is actually circulating and using, so it is the least ambiguous. Breath meters can still be useful, but treat them like a trend tool, not a verdict. Breath acetone can lag behind changes, and it varies with hydration, breathing pattern, and device quirks. If your breath number jumps around day to day, look at the direction over a week. Add glucose for context. A low glucose reading alongside a measurable BHB often tells you your carbs and overall energy balance are aligned. A higher glucose with low BHB can signal stress, poor sleep, illness, or a meal that was more carb-heavy than you thought. To make any of this meaningful, test at the same time each day, with the same rules. Most people pick morning, before food, after using the bathroom, and before caffeine. Then stop chasing single readings. Look for weekly patterns that match your routine. That is how numbers become feedback instead of noise. Moving to slide 12. For most people, nutritional ketosis shows up around BHB 0.5 to 3.0 millimoles per liter. If you are below 0.5, you can still feel and perform great, especially if you are active or eating enough protein. Higher is not automatically better, because it can simply mean you are under-eating or over-restricting. Diabetic ketoacidosis is a different condition, usually with very high ketones plus very high glucose and serious symptoms. Use your numbers with your context, not your fear. Moving to slide 13. When your results feel inconsistent, run a simple troubleshoot week. Keep it boring on purpose. Eat whole foods only, so your carbs are easier to track and you eliminate hidden sugars and starches. Keep the same meal timing every day, because changing when you eat can change both glucose and ketones. Skip alcohol and packaged keto bars for the week. Alcohol can suppress ketone production, and bars often trigger appetite, cravings, or extra carbs you did not count. Hit electrolytes daily, especially sodium, because low sodium can mimic keto flu and make you think ketosis is the problem. Measure and log the same way each day, including sleep, training, and stress notes. After 7 days, you will have data you can trust, not guesses you have to argue with. Moving to slide 14. Stop guessing and start knowing. Pick one measurement method and stick with it so your trends are real. Trust the weekly direction more than how you feel on a random day. If numbers are off, fix the obvious leaks, like hidden carbs, alcohol, and inconsistent timing, before you slash calories. If this helped, subscribe for more. Comment your biggest symptom and what your numbers look like. Medical disclaimer: this content is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Talk with a qualified healthcare professional before making changes to diet, supplements, or medications, especially if you have diabetes, are pregnant, or have a medical condition. Metabolism first. Everything else follows.